of the things I want to start with is just what is branding? What is a brand? And for all intents and purposes, I want to make sure that I outline that definition so that everything else that I talk about makes sense after that. Okay, so bear with me. A brand, by our philosophy and our definition at BZ Graphix, is the overall perception, the understanding, and just gut feeling of a person that a person has about a organization, a product, a service, or an experience. In essence, your brand is what people say it is. It's not what you say it is. And so it's very important to understand that, because your brand reputation is on the line. And if you have a bad reputation, it's going to be very hard to get new customers. If you have a good reputation, it'll be very good, because people will be talking about you and raving about your products and services. So it's very important to understand what your brand is and what it isn't. And basically, you have the ability to shape the perception of what your brand is. And that's by the experience that you promise to people. So in essence, your impact on what a brand is the promise of the experience that your product or service will deliver to your customers. Okay, so now that we got that cleared up, I'm going to talk to you about some of the basic things that you should have or consider when building a brand or growing a brand. First, you have to understand your ideal target audiences. Okay, not every person is going to be your customer. I've been hearing that a lot recently. Like I'll ask people, what's your target market? Who's your target audience? What's your niche? You know, all the different ways that we ask that same question. And people will say, everyone. I'll sell to anyone that has the money to buy my product or service. And that's not entirely accurate or recommended, because there are some people who just don't value your product or service. They may have the money, but they don't understand it, in the sense that once they pay their money, they're going to have different expectations than what you have in mind, because what they understood they were getting, you weren't promising and you weren't delivering, and there's going to be a huge disconnect. So make sure that you understand your target audience, because you can't sell a product or service to a customer that you don't understand. So take the time to understand and empathize your target audiences, understand what's important to them, what their needs and what their goals are, and then develop a brand from that point forward to start making those connections. And then lastly, just for today, just for the last few minutes that we have, you have to kind of identify and refine your brand vision. And your brand vision is what you want people to be saying about your brand. What do you want people to feel about your brand? Do you want them to feel confident? Do you want them to feel empowered? Do you want them to feel motivated? What's the feelings that you want people to have after they've interacted with your brand, after they've received that product or service? Once you set that brand vision, that should dictate everything else that your brand does, like what colors you use, because emotions are connected to colors. It should influence what messaging and what words you use when you're promoting your brand and your products and services. So your brand vision is extremely important in developing and growing a brand, and how you communicate that is going to be the biggest determinator of your success. So I just want to drop those for you real quick on your timeline. Give this a share if you thought this was valuable or helpful, or if you haven't heard this before. If you learned something new, just let me know in the comments below. And if you need some help with building or growing a brand, you can get a personalized brand assessment from us for free by clicking the link in the comments. I'll drop that below. Or you can just come to my company, BZ Graphix, and one of our office hours. We're located here at Domi Station at 914 Railroad Avenue. Just give us a call or click the link below and take your brand assessment and schedule a consultation with one of our strategists, and we'll be sure to help you. And don't worry, even if you can't meet with us in person, we are available via Zoom to do free consultations via phone or by video conference, whatever's most comfortable for you. All right, thank you for watching. Until next time, be easy.